Salutations, my students of siege warfare. Welcome to the first long-form version of the siege weapon tier list. I've been doing short-form versions of the tier list, but there is too much to talk about on every single one of these siege weapons to fit into 3 lousy minutes. Today we're examining a weapon near and dear to Professor Siege Captain's heart, the grandfather of siege weapons, the mechanical crossbow that could be considered the first siege engine ever made. That's right, we're talking about the Gastraphetes.
Oh my god, Professor, this is just a crossbow. Nothing special here.
Oh my dear student, you're about to learn about the siege weapon that changed the entire meta of siege warfare. This weapon is the result of the first ever military think tank. This is perhaps a setup to a Hollywood movie, if you ask me. In the year 399 BC, the tyrant of Syracuse, Dionysius, was facing a Carthaginian invasion, and he was desperate to find any way to save his little island city. What does Dionysius do? He sends out the bat signal to any inventor, any engineer, any scientist at all that can help him invent a novel siege weapon to help him defeat the strongest military might in the Mediterranean at this time. This is the ancient equivalency of DARPA. Dionysius is trying to come up with technological advancements to give him the edge in this conflict. This weapon wasn't the result of some random blacksmith tinkering away in his garage. As much as I love blacksmiths tinkering away in their garage, a weapon as cool as the Gastraphetes couldn't come about just by happenstance. This was a funded, organized military research development. After coming up with the Gastraphetes, the devs at Syracuse were about to drop the greatest weapon patch to ever exist. The Gastraphetes does look a lot like a crossbow, but it has some different features than a crossbow. We can see the slider going down the middle. Affixed to the slider is the trigger. The operator of the bow pushes the slider up, latches the trigger on the drawstring, and then puts the bow against his belly. Gastraphetes means belly bow in Greek. He can then use his entire weight to draw the bow, rather than just his muscles on his back. The first Gastraphetes featured a puny draw weight of like 27 kilograms. That's the equivalency of just a small child hanging off your bowstring. Eventually they realized, we can just put a heavier and heavier bow onto these. The mechanical advantage gave this weapon much more power than a traditional bow. As a result of the greater power of the Gastraphetes, the bolt fired would have a flatter trajectory. When shooting bows, you oftentimes had to use arched shots to hit your target. This would add a lot of guesswork into where your arrow was gonna go. The Gastraphetes fired laser beams, the equivalency of the ancient point and click, hit scan weapons. While the enemy is playing Counter-Strike and trying to hit you with their AK spray pattern, you're in Call of Duty with zero recoil and perfectly accurate rounds. You can now hold the weapon at draw for as long as you want. One of the drawbacks though, it was heavy. These weapons would mostly be fired when propped up on the battlements or inside a siege tower. When this weapon was added to the game, warriors who thought they were at a safe distance would be turned into pincushions from precision shots being fired from a weird crossbow. The Carthaginians didn't know what hit them. Legend has it that Philip II of Macedon, you might have heard of him, he's the father of Alexander the Great. Yeah, he lost his eye to an arrow. If the story is to be believed, he thought he was at a safe distance out of the range of the bows. This could lead us to the inference that it was a Gastraphetes that fired the dart that ruined the depth perception of the great ruler. That's pretty cool. The natural progression, more and more powerful bows. And eventually they became so powerful and heavy that you couldn't carry them around. So they mounted it on feet. Now you couldn't draw the bows back using it against your belly. So you would add a ratcheting system. This is basically just a tension powered ballista, and it would be called the Oxybellus. That's for a different episode though. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole right now. The Gastraphetes would have mixed results on the battlefield. It being a complicated weapon and super heavy, as mentioned before, meant it could really only be fired from battlements or on a siege tower. You wouldn't have battalions of men walking around with these, marching with them. But this was the moment in history that I love. This wasn't just a better bow. No, this was the first weapon to add mechanical advantage onto your projectile weapon. This is the creation of the siege engine. The world's minds were blown. This showed the possibilities of combining engineering with the projectile weapon. This is where my entire hyperfixation came from. The siege engine was created here in 399 BC. I get goosebumps just thinking about that room. That's like a dream job. Imagine the tyrant of Syracuse contacting you saying, I'm gonna pay you heaps of money to come to my beautiful island where I will lodge you, and you get to just hang around and serendipitously work with all the other great inventors and scientists of the era. You're getting paid to be on vacation on a beautiful island city working on your hyperfixation. This is amazing. I want to be in that room so bad. If I had a time machine, this is where I'm going. 399 BC Syracuse. Put me there. Put me there, please. Before the Gastraphetes, advancements in siege warfare were just taking something already made and making it better. You know, you have your bronze weapons become iron to steel weapons. They hold edges better, they're more durable, the works. You have your spears, you know, depending on how you're fighting with them, you can make them longer, you can make them shorter, you can make them so that they're thrown, but you're just making a better or more specialized version of a weapon. The Gastraphetes changes that. This isn't just a better version, it's an entirely new thing. Those old weapons are like selective breeding on horses. You can make faster horses, horses that can have more endurance, yada yada. This isn't just getting a better horse, this is inventing the automobile. So let's talk the balancing of the Gastraphetes. It had superior power than a traditional bow. It had longer range, flatter trajectory, able to hold at draw for as long as you want, and just kind of an overall that this weapon is kind of the sickest thing to ever be invented. That's a big plus. But they were heavy, soldiers were not gonna march with these things. It had a slower rate of fire than a traditional bow. It was more of a specialized siege weapon rather than just an everyday military combat weapon. And with all that said, this leads us to
Professor Siege Captain's 100% historically accurate tier ranking of the Gastraphetes.
I'm gonna give the Gastraphetes an A tier ranking. It honestly probably deserves a B tier. This weapon was a flash in the pan when it came to siege weapons. It would be quickly replaced by numerous other variations of what it did, and they would do it better. But it was a huge innovation. It changed the world. It's the first siege engine. I can't rank it lower than A tier. That would kill me. The Gastraphetes would change the thinking about military tactics forever. Now, instead of just trying to amass more men, you could use knowledge to overpower your enemy. You know what I value more than a bigger army? Knowledge. It was a paradigm shift in military advancement and the birth of the siege engineer. Also, given the ranks in armies, you know, you probably have like your siege officers, your siege lieutenants, and you're gonna have your siege captain. He said the name of the channel! That's gonna do it for the first long form episode of the tier list. Let me know what you think of these longer episodes. Also, Professor Siege Captain is an eternal student. The one thing that I know is that I know nothing. Comment down below your favorite Gastraphetes facts. Also, let me know if I misconstrued or said anything incorrect. I love learning about siege weapons. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and give it a share. I went on Reddit and found out there was no siege weapon subreddit, so I, Professor Siege Captain, created it, of course. You can follow it on Reddit. It's called Siege Weapons of History. It'll be linked down below. And with that, class dismissed, you mechanical siege engineers. Sometimes the best military tactic isn't a tactic at all. It's knowledge.